Hi and welcome to today's tutorial. What we're going to be looking at today is the use of if statements inside Excel. Now we're going to look at it in two different ways. One, by actually writing an if statement that will display a comment in a certain cell, and the other way will apply some kind of mathematical function. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the commission rate. Okay, now the commission rate is, we say that if the sales are greater than 500, so sales greater than 500, we will give a high commission rate. If the sales are lower than 500, then we will give a low commission rate. So how do we do this? How do we find out the commission rate? First, we start off our formula by putting equals if. Okay, now there's a few things that you have to watch here. The test is the thing that we're going to test against. So we're going to say if sales are greater than 500, then if the value is true, what's it going to result in? And so if the value is true, we are going to give a high commission rate, a commission rate of 10%. Okay, now I'm going to put that in absolute referencing because this table will not move. I'm going to press F4. Then once you press comma, it's the opposite of that. If the value is less than 500, then what value will it receive when it's false? And that is the opposite, which is 5%. So I'm going to press F4 there. Close bracket, and as you can see, this is greater than 500, so a commission rate of 10% is given. I can drag that down all the way, and you can see this is under 500, okay, and it's given a 5% commission rate. So I just want to double check this. So using conditional formatting to highlight the cells which are less than 500. And less than 500, that's 5%, that's 5%, that's 5%. It looks pretty good to me like that. So to calculate the commission, all we have to do is open up our formula, and we go sales times commission rate, press enter, and just drag that down. Okay, and now that's given us the commission. Both these cells should be in currency. Okay, now the comment. The comment is the final if statement that we'll use on this worksheet. The comment is, if it's greater than 500, they will get a comment of great work. If it's less than 500, then it's try better next time. And again, it's a similar kind of thing. So we open up with equals if, we open bracket. Our test is still using the sales as our test cell. If the test is greater than 500, then the value, if it's true. Now to add text to certain cells, you must start with the quotation marks. So I'm going to write great work, quotation marks, then comma to move to the value if it's false, and the value if it's false is try better next time. Again, you need quotation marks, close bracket, and that should give us great work. So now I'm going to drag that down, and you can see that the ones that are in red have the try better next time comment, whereas the ones that are greater than 500 have great work. So there are two ways on how to use if statements. This way is using comments with the quotation marks, and this way is using certain cells to calculate against certain other cells. Anyways, hope you've learned something, and I'll see you next time.